ghostly spiritual phenomena always makes us curious. Let me explore some of the time people actually encounter ghosts in real life. The following scary video accidentally recorded the ghostly appearance of something that for many people has been haunting for some time. At that time, a young couple went to a famous tourist destination in Kyoto, Japan, to visit and enjoy the fresh air here. And during that day's trip, they used cameras to record these beautiful memories, but neither of them expected that something scary would appear on their trip. A thin, pale, lifeless face of a man is floating on the water. The strange thing is that despite the obvious horror, the young couple didn't react at all. So when the horrifying incident happened, they didn't see it. The scary video quickly attracted a lot of community attention. And most viewers believe that where that pale face appears, there may be a body or remains underneath, and this haunting figure is an omen. A few days ago on YouTube channel Tim Morozov, a shared episode explores a completely new and equally terrifying swamp. Tim said that there has been a murder and a dismemberment here before, right in the swamp area. But right after carrying out the act of concealing his crime, at night, the man was always haunted by the girl's terrible ghost. To the point where he couldn't bear it anymore. He had to surrender and recount his entire crime history to the police. But for some unknown reason, this man died in a very mysterious way in prison.
Будто бы знаешь, что я за ней наблюдаю.
This story about a girl who was killed and her body hidden in a swamp is completely true. But the strange thing is that the police until now cannot find the body of that unfortunate woman, despite the predator's instructions. And over time, the swamp became cursed because of the unusual deaths that occurred here. During the day, nothing strange happens, but when night falls, things becomes completely different. You see?
Где-то здесь. Очень близко.
A dark shadow passed just outside Tim's tent. While being suspicious of the dark shadow that had just passed outside the tent, Tim was startled to see this shape on the camera. At that time, the device that Tim placed earlier rang out vague voices like this. After hearing my request to come to the swamp with me, Tim felt worried because he wasn't sure if the thing trying to contact him was the girl's ghost or some other dark thing. Later, Tim decided to use a small boat to swim out to the swamp, only when he decided to encounter such a scary thing. At that time, Tim's signaling device continuously emitted signals. Something was approaching, making Tim really scared, even more scared, as if that thing was toying with them. Not long after, this apparition appeared again. A white skull was floating very close to Tim. This swamp is too scary. Maybe Tim should report to the police about what he just encountered.
Хочется отсюда убраться как можно скорее, и сейчас я это и сделаю.
A TikTok user named Christian shared a spooky video, accidentally recorded on a tennis court. At that time, activities on the field were going on in full swing when suddenly a strange object like this appeared on the field. It is known that the entire scene was being broadcast live at that time. When that dark object appeared, it seemed that everyone present on the field didn't see it, because none of them reacted about it. As for those watching on the screen, they are sure that it is a ghost, possibly of a ball boy on the field who passed away so suddenly that they thought he was still alive, and ran on a field like that is deeply ingrained in their consciousness. An Instagram user shared a video that seemed very normal, but inside there was something creepy like this. This person said that the video was filmed completely unintentionally, but she couldn't expect that a ghost with a non-human shape would appear and disappear in a very scary way. As you can see, it's a figure, but it doesn't look like a normal person, because it has a very cool gray color, and especially its arms are very scary long. Up to now, the video accidentally recorded this monstrous image. There is still no reasonable explanation. The following spooky video was shared by a TikTok user named Enoval from Spain. He said that at that time, he and his friends were chatting happily when suddenly strange noises like this rang out in the house. The boy said that at that time, he and his friends were on high alert, because in their minds, they could only think that an animal, maybe a cat, had snuck into his house. But they couldn't have imagined that there would be a ghostly figure, an expressionless face, and a pair of glaring eyes staring at them like that. Then they risked their lives and went to the bathroom together, but didn't see anything strange. They are suspecting that this friend's house is haunted. What do you think? This spooky video was shared by a TikTok user named IamTheTruth21. This person said that he was standing behind the parking lot of a convenience store in California when suddenly a strange event occurred. Inexplicably happening right before his eyes like this. Have you noticed that spooky thing? A dog was walking across the street, a few meters away from the man. It wouldn't be strange if the dog's chain wasn't floating in the air, as if there was an invisible person walking the dog. The shocking video was quickly attracted by a lot of attention from other users on the TikTok platform. There is an opinion that some people die suddenly, and they themselves do not know that they have died. And this action takes place as part of their daily routine, walking a dog. It sounds unbelievable, but you have a more reasonable explanation for this spooky video. Most recently, WYN shared another scary encounter on his TikTok profile. He said that he was playing games in his room when he felt someone outside the door trying to follow him. He placed the camera to prove his words. A dark shadow flashed past the door of the room, but that's the door, and you see the door is still closed. There is absolutely no one here. Wine decided to go check out the living room. The box that was on the table suddenly fell to the ground. The bathroom door suddenly closed while no one was there. As Wine approached, it suddenly opened again. A dark shadow appeared, making Wine feeling scared as shit, and it closed the door again. To this day, such strange activities are still happening in Wine's house without him knowing the cause. Do you think there is always supernatural energy around you? Please, tell me about a time when you accidentally encountered one of them in the comment section below. And finally, if you enjoyed this video, feel free to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel and turn on your notifications bell so you never miss out on any of our upcoming scary videos. See you again.
Очень близко.